awesome.
The nice thing is that I do feel like because we do TikTok now, like remember when we were younger, we were trying to film?
I know, it was
so bad and awkward. It was like, hi!
I feel like now we can just we can forget that we have.
The main thing is we should probably talk about who we are and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I think maybe that's what we should do right now. Like,
I think
like
this is more of an introduction.
What we are. And
this sounds bad. I love we're like blondes and brunettes right now because like it just looks like a fun dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
My hair looks really fucking dark in this lighting. I swear it's not black.
It's looking weird right now.
Whatever.
Well, the lighting will be better in our other ones because eventually they'll upgrade.
Well, we actually have a nice camera. It's just
okay, and then we need to also remember that we need to like. Not all the time, obviously, but we need to remember, like, to try to talk to them instead of talking to each other completely.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Like what we do online.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is our... I don't know what to talk about. This is our podcast. We don't know what we're going to name it yet, but we want to give it a shot and see if we can do it.
If you guys have any suggestions on names, that'd be great, because we have a couple that we're like, oh, that's kind of cute, but we don't know.
But we have no idea. We don't want to settle on something because we don't know if we like it or not.
Yeah. But, by the way, I'm Alex.
And I'm Sky.
And if you guys don't know, we do have a YouTube channel from when we were like 16, and you should probably go check it out. Because
we also do TikTok and such, but yeah, we just kind of wanted to come here. We kind of like to talk and chill, and if other people want to join us, that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
and we have a little puppy right here. She's sleeping, if you can kind of see her.
Oh, ready? Oh. This is the baby. Her name's Evie.
Evie.
And we also have two other babies. Not actual babies,
one
puppies.
is sleeping over there and one's sleeping down here.
But we're both really old, as you can tell.
Yeah, so old. Yeah.
I'm 22.
And I'm also 22.
Big
Big shocker.
Honestly, the other day though, I was like talking to someone. I was like, yeah, I'm 23. I'm like,
I know, you literally almost said that to me. And I was like, why are you talking? Like, I know how old you are. Why are you trying to convince me that you're older than what you are?
When you're like, no, but you know when you're like younger and you're always like, when you're 16, you're like, oh yeah, I'm like 18. I'm like,
yeah, we used to do that. I know. When we were 16, we're like, yeah, let's pretend we're 18.
Or when I was a server, because I started serving really young at that, like when I was doing it, I would always like kind of like fib about my age because people would be like, how old are you? Like, I'm 20, and it would be like 19 years old or 18. But now I'm like,
no, you don't need to lie about your age.
I'm at the age where I'm like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't even know what to say it.
Well, I think like we're gonna talk about like us and just like get you guys to know who we are and what we're about and all that jazz.
Yeah.
We grew up together. We've known each other since grade 6, so that's been what, 12?
Wait,
12 years? About 12 years or so that we've been best friends for.
Yeah,
which is a really long time.
And we're not even exaggerating. Like, you know when there's like best friends, and you're like, oh, like they see each other like here and there. They're just really close. We've literally lived together. From like in high school, she was at my house like 24/7 every single day.
We literally got like as soon as we met, people started acting like our family started treating us like twins.
Yes.
Like if her family bought her something, they would buy me the same thing.
Exactly.
And like it was just weird. Like,
and we've gone through phases where like I've been blonde, she's been blonde. I've been brunette, she's been brunette.
Yeah.
This is our actual.
People used to always say we used to look alike, and we're like, how do we look like? Nothing alike.
Yeah.
So
people still do. Like we go live on TikTok, and they're like,
are you guys sisters?
Are you guys twins? What are you?
Yeah.
But no, we're just best friends. We've literally known each other since we were kids.
Yeah, it feels like forever now.
But we haven't even like, we've gone through, you know, like every friend fights. Like we've gone through like maybe a short period, but it's never been a very long period where we've not like talked or something.
No, definitely not. And then it's like, even if we do go a long period without talking to each other, as soon as we come back, it's like, we never were apart.
Yeah.
Goes back to normal so easy. It's never awkward either with us. But yeah.
But we did live in Vancouver, what, like a year ago?
Yeah, we went to...
I can't believe it's been a year. We lived in...
Over a year, dude.
It's been in March was when we moved back.
Yeah.
End of March.
Yeah, we were in there. We were over in Vancouver for like, what, 10 months?
10 months we were in Vancouver.
We're from Vancouver Island, by the way.
Victoria.
That's where we live. And then we moved to Vancouver for 10 months, and it was horrible.
And to make it even more, if you don't know anything we're talking about, we live in Canada. We live in BC.
BC to be exact. I know, we're talking about this like you should know what we're talking about.
You should know what Vancouver Island is. But
yeah, geez.
And honestly, I feel like most people who do this stuff like that I've come across is everyone from the States. So they're really,
oh, no, exactly. I feel like I don't really ever hear Canadians, or like it's always the Americans making fun of Canadians and never the Canadians making fun of the Americans.
Yeah, so if you guys want to join us, we'll just be making fun of the Americans. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Like if you're from Canada, you all know what a duotang is.
Yeah. I watched a video on that.
What do they call that? No, wait. What do they call it?
A folder.
A folder?
I don't know. A binder.
But like, I feel like a folder, but a binder is completely different. Like
And
a
like a
binder's like
folder-
hardcover, and then a folder doesn't have like those claspy things in
Yeah,
it.
a folder for when we were like when I was younger was like just and it had like two little
Yeah,
sides where you could put paper in.
yeah, but like Dewey Tang has one of those clippy things that you can put paper in.
Yeah.
You know?
That like yeah, and it had
I
like
don't know
the
what they
weird
would
ones, the
call
metal ones
those.
that were like really bendy that could like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Weird. What were we talking about?
We're like we'll talk about us. We've talked about nothing, but so what's something about you that's interesting?
Oh. So something about me is I have asthma and I'm very dyslexic. That's two things about me that is not everybody has. Yeah.
Something about me is I'm short.
Well,
No, I'm actually not that short. I'm only 4'9".
Imagine that. Yeah, I'm not that short. I'm just only like 4 foot.
No.
I'm not making fun of
No, I
anybody
just-
that is actually.
I think
that.
it'd be cute. Like I would 4'9".
Yeah.
Only problem would be trying to do like something at the gym and you couldn't like reach it. But
I still have that problem.
No, I'm 5'2". She's like still like 5'3".
I'm 5'3". Yeah.
We're both just short, even though we probably still look short. I wish we were tall.
Yeah.
What's interesting about
Well,
me?
I feel like the interesting thing about us is also like, we're best friends, but like, what was weird because like growing up, like we didn't grow up with each other like in elementary school. We met in middle school, so it's weird because like I have asthma and I have severe asthma, and I've always had like troubles breathing and all this and this and that. But she doesn't have asthma, but she had pneumonia when she was little, so she does have like.
I have so I had pneumonia. A lot of people probably had it, but the way I got it 2 times in like within the same year when I was like really young, like a baby, and it completely made me stop breathing. And I got flown on a jet to Kelowna, which you guys don't know what that is. Just like it's pretty far from where I was living, and I have like scar tissue and stuff. So it's had
Yeah, so she will, like, if it's really, like, she'll get sick as much as I do because I have a really weak immune system. So it was just weird because we have, like, things that are in common that's like, wow, I never had anything in common like that with anybody else.
Yeah, but
Even though she doesn't have asthma, it's just weird.
But if you guys ever want to experience something crazy, have a sleepover with her at 14 years old when she's having an asthma attack and she hands you her puffer and you've seen her do it. But okay, so when we were younger, she used to have these puffers and when they got really low, she would sometimes have like 3 of them, okay? They would all be on red, which like they're supposed to be on green. Bye, puppy.
No, they're supposed to not be
What are they supposed to be on?
white.
They're supposed to be on white. And they'd be red. And then Sky would like used to have to like open them and then she'd take all the dust from it, the medicine, and put it into one. And Sky's like one time having like such a bad asthma attack. I'm like this little kid. I'm like seen her do this me like breaking apart all these things, like smushing it all together and trying to pour it into the
So yeah, I have a sports puffer, and what it does is pretty much it has like these pills that like that get crushed up pretty much to like the point where they're like dust, like air.
Yeah.
That go when I breathe it in, it goes into my lungs. It makes my lungs relaxed. But yeah, so if I run out of one, I'll just crack it open because it still has stuff left. So I'm just like, but then they just recently made new ones. What it's
can't
called
do it,
that you
actually.
can't do it.
That's so weird.
And I was like, are you kidding? Because like I was like, I found a life hack, like to make it last if I don't have one right away. So.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of something interesting about me. It's not interesting, it's actually unfortunate. I've had 3 knee surgeries.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, I've had 3 major knee surgeries and not in it's not like been in a long period of time. Like I heard it in 16 and I just had my last one this year. So I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of a long period of time. It's about like 6 years.
Something
But
like that.
yeah, my first knee surgery was really bad. I tore my meniscus and my ACL like in
Oh
half,
my
like
God,
really bad.
yeah,
I
yeah.
played soccer. That's what kind of destroyed my knee, and then I continued to play soccer, and then it destroyed my knee. Like
I know, I remember that day so clearly because I wasn't like we were both in soccer academy, but I was always late to school because just couldn't wake up on time.
Literally, I'd be like
Well,
calling
it doesn't
her, like,
help because like if I have an asthma attack in the middle of the night, my medicine makes me really tired. So I'd always be waking up late because I'd always have asthma attacks in the middle of the night and such like that. Anyways, I had to do a test in the morning, but I was late to that, so it took me longer. Then when I was coming to the gym to join soccer academy, one of our friends walked by us and they were like all stressed out, and I was like, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh,
and they were like,
yeah.
Alex just like broke her knee in half, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like running out to the field trying to find you. I'm like, where is she? Where are we going? So
oh my
bad.
god, that day though, okay, it was really bad. My boyfriend at the time, I was like going against him, And I did like just a normal like a I guess like scissor where you put the balls here and you just kick your leg like that. And the grass was super long that day. It got stuck.
Yeah, it wasn't even like someone like kicked her
no,
or like
a 50 like you
or like
got tackled
yeah.
or something. No, my knee just completely snapped in half. I'm such somebody, I don't like when people see me in pain. I don't know why. I just have a weird thing about it. So I like bury my face in like the grass, and I'm just like the worst pain you could even imagine was happening to me. And all of a sudden I'm like, somebody's calling an ambulance, there's a wheelchair showing up, Sky's running over, I'm like just in shock. And then you go through a stage where you're like, oh, this is I'm okay until I tried to get up and I was like, I'm not okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. It was not fun seeing you like that too, because I was like I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, so that was eventful.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh. But
what else? I'm trying to think. No. When we were 16, we went to Germany.
Yeah, when we were 16, we went to Germany, but
we went to Germany by ourselves.
But our first trip that we ever went on by ourselves, we both died, literally.
Oh yeah. Germany. No, you didn't say Germany, so I was like, we went on another trip.
No, our first trip that we went on was to Germany when we were 16, and we flew all the way like by ourselves from Vancouver, which was like.
And plus, like, this was my first flight ever. Like I've never flown before. And
it was like a 10-hour flight there, and then we took a connecting flight to Germany where our friends were gonna be like picking us up from the airport.
Yeah.
Guy's dad was sick.
My dad had the 24-hour flu. Because we went the day after Christmas. Because it was cheaper that way, right? So yeah, my dad was sick on Christmas with the 24-hour flu. I was staying away from him as much as I can, but it's hard because it's Christmas, so you're around your family, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so good. I feel amazing. Like I don't have it at
all. We were so excited. We were literally making videos in the airport.
No,
like we were having so
in
much
the airport because we had to go over to Vancouver. In the airport, we were making videos. We were having so much fun, and then we got on the plane. That first plane ride was okay because it was 10 hours, but like we felt fine.
Yeah, we weren't sick. There was no signs of illness.
When we got to why can't I say that word right now? London? Yeah.
Heathrow Airport.
When we got to London, because then we had to go and get to the other plane to go to Germany, but we had 20 minutes. We had a delay in the air because it was raining. So when we land, we had 20 minutes to get from one part of the airport to the next, and it's one of the biggest airports in like the world.
And it's such a short flight too. This is the worst.
Yeah, such a short flight, and what was it called? We are running. We have no idea where to go. And as we're running, we're asking for directions. And luckily, they speak English.
And we're so like, nice
here, there.
Us, but...
And yeah, it was so. When we finally got there, like the last people to get on before they were closing the door, we finally got there, and then. During that flight, when we were there, it was during the end of the flight, I started feeling, I was like, oh no, I don't know why I'm feeling so...
She just went white, though. Like, I'm sitting there, and I don't know, like, the vibe just completely changed. Like, we were so excited.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I look over at her, and like, she's white.
Yeah, I just not feel good. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, oh, I'm just feeling, like, not myself right now. I don't feel good. And then out of nowhere, I was just like, bleh.
Everywhere.
All over my lap. All over myself. And that's never happened to me before.
No, and it was like it was kind of like, it was weird because it came out of nowhere. It's not like she had like a temperature the whole time.
Or it's not like I was like, I'm going to throw up. Like, I need help. I was like, just nowhere, out of nowhere.
And I felt so bad because it went all through your hair. And then we were meeting up with these guys, and spoiler alert, that we had big crushes on them. One of them was my ex-boyfriend. And she liked his friend, so there was just
they were exchange students for a whole year before our
so we
school,
knew them
so we hung out with them all the time, and then we're like, oh, let's go see them, and then so then we had to go to the washroom. We had to go to the washroom before we went out and saw them, and I had to change. I had to quickly like get everything out of my hair.
I grabbed all the bags.
I looked so cute before, and then when I walked into that washroom and came back out, I looked disgusting. I was like, ugh, I just feel gross, and I don't.
I know, and then they kind of like, of course, they don't know any about this. We're also 16, so we're not like being very. I don't know. We're not saying like very upfront.
And we're also very tired.
Yeah.
We were very.
We were traveling for like probably over 24 hours.
Yeah, we were like so tired. And then we got in the car.
Okay.
And we were driving, and it was over like 2-hour drive
2.5
away.
Or something. Yeah, it was far.
Yeah, it was far. And again, just out of nowhere, just bleh, in the car, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, that was so bad.
And one of the guys that we're with, he's just so like, he's very goofy and loud, and he was just being so obnoxious about it.
Oh, he felt so bad though.
And then we stopped at a gas station, or was it McDonald's?
Yeah, it was a gas. Oh, I puked twice. So
I think we stopped it twice.
I think twice in the car.
The problem is that she had to keep changing, right? Because she had stuff all over. But then she put it in her bag with her other stuff, and it's just like it was
It was
a
just
whole
not
mess.
fun.
We were going there.
His mom was so nice. So when we got there, she washed all my stuff for me and all that, and which was really, really nice.
But here if you get the story.
So
gets
2
better,
days
guys.
later,
Yes, but wait, this gets like really this gets better. So 2 days later, we were like,
it was in the middle of the night.
no, it wasn't.
Oh.
It started, well, it might have been in the middle of the night, but we were watching a movie. We were watching a
Oh,
movie with
yeah.
these guys, and like everything's going good. Like we're kind of like, I was like cuddling with him. It was good. And then in the like middle of a movie, I just started feeling so sick. Like out of nowhere, kind of the same situation. Like I was fine all day. All of a sudden, I feel so sick. And this is day 2 of us being there. So
And I don't know how we just didn't think that, oh, I have the 24-hour
I thought I had
flu,
food poisoning.
and Alex is not going to get the 24-hour flu. I know, she thought she had food poisoning, but now that we're older and we're clicking it, we're like, she got the 24-hour flu because I had it.
But this it's so bad. Okay, so luckily the movie was like just ending, or maybe I said that I needed to go to bed or something. Like I said, I was tired.
Yeah.
As he walked down the stairs, the bathroom was right here. He walked down. I literally was like this. Like I went straight to the bathroom. Died. I was there. I called my family. I was crying. I was like violently puking. And I couldn't even move. Like, you know when you're like that sick where you're like literally just like your body doesn't work anymore? And that was me. And my family was freaking out. They're like, I'm gonna come get you. Like I thought I had food poisoning.
Yeah, no, I know. And then I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. And plus it was
I
like
couldn't get me to calm down.
No,
like, it was
and
bad.
this time it was also nighttime,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we are both extremely tired.
Day 2,
right? We're
jet
still
lagged.
very jet lagged. Like I'm so jet lagged, I cannot keep my eyes open.
But the
So
worst
then
part, guys-
Alex is like, okay, I'm okay, just go to bed, right? So then I was like, fine, just call me if you need me. I go to bed, right? And then like 2 hours later, your dad's calling me, Alex is dying, you need to help her. And I'm like, what? What's happening? But like I'm so delirious that I'm like stumbling into the washroom.
From the moment I went into the bathroom, I didn't leave the bathroom until I think like the next morning,
Yeah.
like 7 a.m. And
Yeah.
then we had this whole plan. Okay, I just had knee surgery too, like a month before this.
Yeah.
So I was like already like in pain. Like I was just not. It was not a good situation. But the next day we had this whole plan that we were gonna go sightseeing, and we were gonna
Yeah.
go. Like we're taking
On
a
the
train, and
all
we were gonna do all this
this and
stuff.
that.
The next day, what I should have done now that I'm older, I would be less nervous about saying I can't, like I'm sick.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody that I was sick. Only Sky knew.
Yeah.
And his mom, because his mom found me on the floor in the bathroom, and I ended up forcing myself to go out, and they literally thought I was just the biggest bitch because like I couldn't sit near them because
Yeah.
I was like we were on the train ride and I felt so sick the whole time, and it was
It was a very eventful trip.
Yeah.
Very eventful.
so that was our first
Yeah.
ever trip
I
by
was
ourselves.
after the fact. It got really fun.
Mhm.
I remember.
It was the recovery from
I
that
remember
was hard.
before we left, it started to snow, and it was snowed so
That day was
much.
so fun.
And we were like just playing in the snow, like with what they called
Snowballs.
snowball fight and all that, and that was really fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
But
After that,
yeah, we ended up going to Germany like 6 times.
you went 6 times. I think I only went 4 times.
You went 4 times.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. Like
It was so much fun.
um,
It's so you get such culture shock though, because it's so different over there.
and they don't like. There's people who speak English, but not
like
everybody
the
speaks
younger,
English.
like the younger ages, like our age and younger, it's like mandatory for them to take it in school, so they know it. But any of the older people that are working in the stores and all this and that, I don't know
It was broken English, though. It's like they understand you,
but they can't really speak it, so you're not understanding them, so it's kind of harder. And there, I've noticed that over there, it's not a whole bunch of young people that works in the stores like here, where it's like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of like you know, fresh 16-year-old wants to have a job and they're working a cashier. There, it's kind of a lot of older people.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I remember
but
the
yeah.
biggest struggle. What was that? We were like trying to order
Oh,
a
no.
croissant or ice cream or something. I can't remember. And we were just struggling so hard. think
I
it was ice
remember we did not eat when we
my
were
God.
there for like so long. Like
This
the
is-
the best thing we ate was breakfast because they have
Had
like
bread. It was bread and jam.
bread and jam, so good.
'Kay.
But they eat a lot of meats, and we don't eat meat. Like we eat chicken and fish and such, but they eat like
Schnitzel and
like
weird
weird stuff and like stuff that we're not used to. Or it's called. So we didn't eat very, very long at all. One day we decided to take a walk, and we were like, what, 7 days in? We were in a week, like
yeah.
in-
Okay, so this is how bad it was because you think Sky was sound really sick. I got really sick.
Mhm.
So those days we like and nothing was in our systems.
Yeah.
Nobody knew we were sick, so they couldn't really get us medicine to make us feel better,
Yeah.
which was just dumb because we were young and dumb. But we 7 days, I think we went without eating. Like, his
Yeah.
mom was concerned. They were
Yeah,
like,
like,
they don't
and we
eat.
lost so much weight
Yeah,
too.
we
like,
came back and we were,
because
like, 100
especially
pounds.
there's nothing that, like, their stuff isn't processed like ours is.
yeah.
So even if you are eating a lot, you still would lose weight just because of that factor, because
The
it's so
Pringles
different.
story.
But no, yeah, we went for a walk and we're like halfway through this walk, we're like, what if we just like walk a little longer and go to like a store? And we find like this little gas station.
Oh my god.
And we just go in there and we get like Pringles and like we find all the stuff that we know we like.
Yeah.
But it's all like junk food because they didn't have like any stuff
They
that
didn't
we
have sandwiches
recognized.
or, like,
Or recognized that we were like, oh, this is good. So we picked out on like Pringles, and then we went and found a garbage can before we got back there
we
to
felt
throw it away.
guilty
Because we were like, well, we don't want to go back and then like have all this food and like, you know, feel bad that they can't feed us.
But guys, when we said, like, we got this thing of Pringles, and I don't think we stuffed our faces so much in our lives. We're just like this. We found a garbage can, throw it in the garbage can. I think that, like, I don't even remember. I feel like there was something weird about the garbage can too. Like,
Oh yeah, because it wasn't like a normal garbage
Yeah, it
can.
was
Like
just-
it was strange. Yeah.
but the biggest thing, I guess, with us is that when we were, especially when we were younger, before COVID, I guess is the best way to put it, we used to travel all the time. Like, we've been to Europe, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to Mexico, we've been to the States. Well, I guess Hawaii is the States, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we went on a cruise right as COVID hit.
Oh yeah, we were stuck on the cruise for an extra day because someone they thought they had COVID, and that's when COVID like just
Nobody
kind
even
of
knew
like
about it really. Like,
yeah,
it was
no one
just
knew about
happening.
it. Like people found out about it when we were on the cruise, and someone was like, "I'm sick," and oh, I wonder what's going on.
Somebody might be here. Hold on.
Hold on. Okay, so there's some people that have to do some countertops here. So well, we don't know where we were.
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure we're
stories,
just
but it's fine.
talking about stuffing our faces with Pringles. That's why it's like the end
No,
of the
I
story.
think we were also I don't know. We were talking about something else, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh
but it's
God,
fine.
my eyeballs just into the
But we met in grade 6. Okay, no. Actually, okay. So I was like best friends with this girl and
who lived like right beside me. Like there was
yeah,
me.
like she moved when we were in grade 6, the beginning of grade 6. She moved right beside her and you just moved kind of. Or you moved a year before that.
No, it wasn't even here. So I moved here like in grade 5.
Yeah, but
We met that summer going into grade 6. So I guess
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we met before grade 6 actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she moved that summer, our friend.
Yeah.
And I was friends with her, and then she kept always talking about this girl named Alex, and I was like, who the hell is this person? Like, you keep talking about her, right? And then we met
At a
and-
sleepover, was it?
No, I think we were just hanging out with. Yeah, we just were hanging out once, and then I think after that we had a sleepover with our other friend that lives close to you.
We just like I feel like the reason that we started to match each other's energies, like me and her, even though same chill now, we were very high energy.
Yeah.
Like very like back then we were like just like I don't know, like we were like on
Like,
crack
on
or something,
crack.
like jumping around.
But yeah, no. And then we had a sleepover with our other friend that lived near her, but then our other friend had to go do something that morning. So then I came over to your house
Yes.
because it was like early in the morning, and that's when we like clicked because we were like, oh, we're so much alike, this and this and that, and we just like clicked after that.
And what's crazy is like we literally started making videos and stuff like right away too. Like we were like the little kids that like dorky kids at the time because it was not very cool.
No,
to
it
make videos.
wasn't. It was not cool at all.
And then we also had another friend that we started making like a little YouTube
Oh yeah,
channel.
we had.
with.
I
we
forgot
did like
that we made that little
Yeah.
YouTube channel called like Sam TV or something.
and we did like a cinnamon challenge and like
Yeah.
a bubble challenge.
And then we
with
did like a
smoothie.
smoothie challenge
no.
on such. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Go. Stop. Ow.
And then it was Kira.
You're scruffy.
She wants to come over here.
Come
Come here. Come here. This is my dog, Kira. Come here. Come here. Come
My
here.
hair will move.
Come here. Come here.
Mia, you wanna come say
Good
hi?
boot.
Mia, come here. Come here,
Good
baby. Come here.
No,
here, baby.
it was a coincidence. I think we were so lucky to be in the same class.
Yeah.
Because, like, when we first met, we weren't in grade 6 yet. It was the summer going into grade 6. And then we were luckily we're in the same class. And it's funny because our other friend wasn't.
Yeah. So we ended up being in the same class, and then like that's kind of how I feel like everything started because we were hanging out before, but since we were in the same class, we started hanging out a lot more.
Yeah.
And then all of our friends became like we made a big group of like friends at the time.
Yeah, there was like a 5 of us that were like main friends, and like
hung out all
people
the
used to
time.
call us like the 5. We're always together.
Mhm. we both were like very, so we were very big tomboys.
Yes.
We were very much into like soccer, sports. Like if there was a sport, we would play it. Basketball.
Yeah, we weren't scared to get like down and dirty where like a lot of girls were. Can
Yeah.
you stop? She likes attention. But yeah, no. We always wore like backwards hats and like.
Oh, it was bad. Like I was the kid when I first started going to school. Like here, I was wearing like soccer shorts and Uggs. Like was my go-to look because I thought that was fashionable. And we ended up getting like tried to be, I would say, girly at one stage because we thought we were uncool because we were so boyish.
Yeah.
And then we'd show up in school in heels and we're like, what are we doing?
I don't know. It was hilarious to be honest. And then it's like when we grew up, then we were actually like, oh, I like dressing up and actually like being a girl.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's definitely, like, I feel like even now we're still both more, like we like girly things, but we're still more, I would rather go play soccer or go do
Yeah,
something
I like to
fun.
look nice, but I'd rather go like play sports and such than go for a brunch, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
It'd be more fun. I'm trying to think of what to talk about.
We're really bad at talking about ourselves. That's the
Yeah, I have
issue.
no idea what
We're like,
to
I
talk
can
about.
tell you guys a million stories, but like this first one, we're like, we need to kind of like introduce ourselves and get you to know us.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Like we don't want to go like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Maybe they want to know.
Oh no. I lived here my whole life, and like it's a small place near a small town, near Victoria that I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah.
Alex used to live in
Williams Lake, which nobody's ever heard of. Whenever I bring it up, it's up north. My family, like we lived there until I was 10, I guess,
yeah.
and then I moved here. But yeah, I've been here pretty much.
So yeah, you've been here for
longer than I lived in Williams Lake.
You've been
now.
here for 12 years. Yeah.
12 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I barely remember Williams Lake.
Oh, I bet. I know. I feel like I barely remember us meeting.
I
Like,
don't
to be
remember
honest,
it.
I don't know what we did when I came over that one day.
No.
I have no idea what we did.
I've no
I
idea.
remember coming to your house and walking down like those stairs.
The cement, yeah.
The cement stairs. I remember that and that's it. I don't remember what we did that day or even if I had fun. I have no idea.
I can't remember. I do remember this one day where we went into like there's a park near where I lived, and we went on this like log, and I think I fell off of it backwards or something like that.
I
I remember that day.
Yeah.
That's about it. I was very clumsy as a kid, like very
She's
clumsy.
still clumsy.
Yeah,
Give
but I was
her a
really
glass
bad.
of wine and
Yeah,
that wine will
like-
end up on the floor.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It's just
Because you talk like this. You
I
don't
know, I'm
realize
very,
your drink is around you.
you guys will see. The more comfortable we get, like the more crazy we get. But
My dog is very
I also have a bad habit of like, you know, whenever there's like a thing on top of a can, I like play with it and then it falls off, and then normally I drop it in my drink, and then one time I was drinking and I almost died, so now it's on the counter.
Oh, another thing that like made us really close, I guess, is because I'm quite dyslexic, like especially when I was in school, very dyslexic. So like Alex would always be like there to help me with anything, like any of my like
I was very
Schoolwork that he
protective
needed.
too, I feel like with it.
yeah.
There was times where like we'd have like even in school when you had to like read out loud, we'd be sitting beside each other, and then she'd get like given the book and I would be like whispering the sentences
whispering
into
it
her
in my ear
ear.
and such because then it'd make it easier and like such like that
Or sometimes I'd be like, I'll speak, I'll do it,
yeah,
I got you.
exactly.
Until this one time where I what was it? I said something really bad. You guys know mosquito.
Oh,
Do you remember this?
I kind of think I do.
In front of the
actually.
whole class, I'm reading something out loud, and I go the mosquito, but I was like, so,
Yeah, I remember
was
that.
so confident when I said it, and I was so bullied about it.
I'm a squatter. I'm so gonna say that now. I totally kind of forgot about that until you said Mosquito.
I get
That's so
when we
funny.
went
But,
into
like-
acting, right? And
Yeah.
we were doing acting for a while, and whenever I would like read out loud, I'd be like, oh, I just splashed myself. Whenever I'd read out loud, I would like make sure I like pronounce the word in my head
Yeah.
a bunch before I say it.
See, I relate with that because like with me being dyslexic, I jumble my words a lot. And then I also I can't, sometimes I'll think that a word starts with a different letter than it is. Like for example, I used to think that construction used to start with an S, so I used to say suction, and then I'll be like, that doesn't sound right. What
My
is
dad
that?
is a construction worker, and Sky would always be like, "What's your dad doing? Some suction, like, or like something."
Yeah,
I'd be like, "What?" What did
I don't
you
know.
say?"
It just does not come out properly, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I can't say that word. Or like today, what did I say? What was artichoke tip?
Oh, it was
I
artichoke dick.
yeah, I said artichoke dick, and I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't say that out loud.
She said it loud too. She's like, I've got the
yeah.
artichoke dick.
hard, okay?
It is. We did have a couple drinks, so.
You good? she's her tongue out. My dog's a little special sometimes. Why is she looking like that?
Another thing, so when we lived in Vancouver, it was insane. I don't know what the price of like rent is where you guys live. This is just on my brain. I'm old now, so I'm like, I just moved into a new place, so I'm thinking about rent. But it was like $2,000 we were paying
I know.
for a shoebox.
It was literally a shoebox. Like, I'm not joking. I can't show you right now, but your living room is literally our place.
Yeah, not even
In
kidding.
a nutshell. Like,
Because our couch was so close to our TV that it looked like we just had this giant TV.
yeah, it looked like a flat
The
screen.
same TV,
Like, I
that's
mean,
the
not a
same
flat screen. It
TV.
looked like we were in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, but we had a really big kitchen, which
That's
is really
weird.
weird. It took out most of our place.
Yeah.
Huge kitchen.
It's like huge kitchen.
And then our
tiny
bedrooms.
everything.
Our bedrooms were so small. Like, they fit just a bed.
Yeah.
Maybe a dresser. Like, you know.
It was
they're
like
so
bed
small.
door.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't even open my closet doors properly.
It's because here they try to like overdo houses. Like
Yeah.
the suite that was supposed to be the suite was split into 2 separate suites.
Yeah, and it should have just been one
Mm-hmm.
giant one. Ugh. And the one next door was a studio, and I think
Yeah.
it was smaller than ours.
100%.
And 2 people were living there, and I was like, how?
Yeah.
How are they living there? Like, I understand like couples and such, but it's just so small. I was like, 2 people here can't even live in ours, and ours was bigger.
Yeah, it was
Very-
hard.
It was
Especially
very
we
hard.
also had 2 dogs.
We had
so-
2 dogs, so it was a little squishy. And when people came to visit, it was like, there's nowhere to sit. I'll be in my room.
I'll be chilling. So interesting facts instead. I have green eyes.
I have greeny blue eyes. I don't know, they change color. It's up to you to decide because everybody says they're different. So, I have blonde hair.
And brown hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, technically, like, I technically had blonde hair. I always dye my hair brown, so I just say it's brown now. Because I don't even let it grow out to find out what color it's really.
I think your hair is like a light brown.
I think
naturally.
it would
it's
make-
like it's way lighter than what this is.
Yeah, this is pretty dark, especially in this lighting. It's like really dark right now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
like I feel like if you look closer, the lighter pieces of your hair is what your natural hair would be, kind of.
yeah. I probably will never let it grow naturally now. Like,
Yeah.
Take way too
I'm
long.
naturally pretty blonde.
I would love like one time in my life just to have bleach blonde hair, but only for like a week. That's the issue.
See that? Like, why would you want to pay that much money just
That's
for
what I
a
mean.
week?
I'll get a wig.
What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Aw, she needs to go pee. Okay. Shit, I don't know what I'm talking about.
What are you passionate about? Would you say?
I don't know. These days, I don't even know, to be honest.
It's a struggle. I feel like, guys, when you're like, the older you get, the less like I feel like you just get into a grind of like, I need to work, I need to pay bills, I need to do this, I need to do that.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I actually like to do? Do you know what I like to do? I love art. I love soccer. I love all these kinds of things, but I don't have time for it.
Yeah, no, I honestly, though, like, my dream in life, though, is, like, I would love to just make videos and
Travel the world.
travel the world and make other people happy. Like, I would love to, inspire and, like, make other people's day.
100%.
And making them laugh and, that'd be so much fun.
I also think I was saying this to Devin yesterday. I was like, do you know what I would love? I would love to just have money, like, or not have money, but like have a job where you can still enjoy the things that you would like to do that don't involve money. Like, I mean, I'm so passionate about animals. Like, we have there's 3 animals on this couch right now. Like, love animals, right?
Exactly.
And I'm like, I would love to have
Like a
go
doggy
somewhere,
daycare.
a doggy daycare, or
That'd be fun.
volunteer somewhere where you can help
Yeah,
them.
exactly. But be able to be financially stable that you could do that.
That's what I mean, because like I couldn't go volunteer for
And
the
then-
days that I need to be working.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't do that. Hey, sweetie.
I know, I'm trying to
you
look at
need
her
to be
still.
a little quiet.
She
No,
does like a hyena, we always say. She's
yeah, she's a
she
mini Aussie, but she
She
is
crazy.
full on hyena.
like, she crazy.
She's so crazy. You're so crazy. She just loves affection and she begs for it all the time.
True. True.
She's a little attention whore, but it's fine.
Baby, you want to come say hi? Oh, this is the puppy. Since we just literally picked her up like what on Friday.
Friday, yes.
Nice.
And she's so sleepy all the time.
No, I love
Like,
cuddling.
just so sleepy.
And I go to work tomorrow for the first time since I got her, and I'm so sad about it.
Aw.
I have a bad habit of tucking my hair behind my ears like this, and then I look at myself like, what the frick am I doing?
I know, I try
What
not
are
to
you
do
doing?
that. I'm dreaming.
I have like a pet peeve of having my hair in front of my face. Oh, she's dreaming.
Yeah.
Dreaming.
She is so cute. She's like a little pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
We suck at this.
I know.
Why?
It's hard.
I wish you weren't being so annoying. As I say that, she puts her arm forward. You're so funny.
Yeah, what are you doing? Did you find a toy? There's definitely a ball under there.
Yeah.
So, this is actually really funny. I'll be straight up. Now that we're older, I don't give a fuck. So, when we were younger, like, we were like,
your hair in my mouth.
hi, you go lay down. Okay, so when we were younger, we started a YouTube channel. We did it for like probably a year straight. Like we were pretty good.
Pretty good.
We did pretty good. Better than like.
But we were so young that they're so cringy.
They are cringy, I'll be honest.
Oh
but
my
you guys
gosh.
will probably find them one day. But we did this YouTube channel. We did it with all of our, like, this group of guy friends that we were really close to at the time. They used to come with us and we'd do like exploring abandoned mansions and all this kind of thing.
Stuff,
so if you guys, we really like these two YouTubers. Not that we like them, but we loved watching them. They were Sam and Kobe. We used to watch them and then we would like be like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So we started making videos based on that. And I can't believe some of the stuff
I
we used
know,
to
we
do.
went to, can't remember, we
I'm
went
such a
on
chicken these
this
days.
giant abandoned boat.
Yeah.
And it was so hard to get onto it. We had to climb this rope.
And it's not like,
just a rope.
yeah.
Like there was no ladder or anything. And it was like impossible to climb up it. And I don't know how we did it.
And it was late at night.
It was
and
so late
we
at
convinced my parents to like that we were going to a camp, like we were going camping or something. I don't even know.
We went to our friend's place, I think. You were
Like,
like,
we
oh
were-
yeah, we're going to his friend's place. And they dropped us off. And then we had to get around this fence because it's where it is.
I
it's
think
like
that's all
a
on the video,
fenced
actually.
it's a fenced off area that you're not allowed to go on. And we were like sprinting down this area and such. And then when on our way back, we ran all the way back, got onto the other side of the
And
fence.
police showed up.
And then as soon as we're on the other side of the fence, this police car starts coming down and we're like, oh no.
We're like,
oh no, what do we do?
And
What
again, we
should
were like
do?
young. We were
And
like
then
16. So.
They just like, what you guys up to? And we're like, oh, nothing. We're just coming back from a friend's place. And they're like, okay, well, we're looking for this guy if you've seen him. And we're like, oh, okay, cool.
And we're like, okay. And some of our guy friends sprinted away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were idiots. We're like kids
It's like,
too.
why are you running away?
It's
Just,
like, don't
just
be
talk to them.
suspicious,
It's fine.
don't
It's
be
fine.
suspicious.
Yeah.
And no, but we used to do stuff like that all the time. Like, we went to
We
a
were
graveyard.
dumb.
We went to the abandoned mansion.
Yeah.
Where else? Oh, we went to the abandoned mansion. We were just at the boat. There's near the potholes, there's like this old abandoned mansion where you have to like go around, like kind of like
You have to go into a fence because it's blocked off because it's like on a ledge.
like a cliff.
Yeah, like a cliff, like a giant cliff. And it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
So, but we did it and yeah.
But me and Sky made a dumb mistake. I can't remember why. We walked back to the parking lot because we needed. Do you remember why we did that?
No. Oh no. Wait. No, I don't remember.
So
what it was.
I can't remember why. Maybe we needed service or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
But
what
because
it
there's no
was.
service up here, much like even smarter part of this story. We were trying to stay overnight at the abandoned mansion. The abandoned mansion you're not allowed to go in. Like it's very restricted. They have security guards that come and check it out.
Yeah.
And we decided we needed to walk back. Like it's like probably like a 40-minute walk to get to the parking lot. We walked down to the parking lot and to try to find like because it's a pothole, so the parking lot's not for the mansion. It's for like all the swimming activities that are near there. But we walk down there and we get caught by a security guard and he escorts us out. We then decide we can't just leave our friends up there. There's no service. They don't know where we
Yeah,
are.
so we have to walk back up.
And we like sneak through the bushes, like through the like trails to get back up there. And they're all freaking out. And then
And then we had to like leave or whatever it's called. But maybe that was the better like outcome because what if we like, because they like expect the area. What if we're all up in the mansion and like they saw us or something and they called the police?
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Like you know what I mean? Like
because they don't know that's little kid. Like we're not little kids.
yeah,
So we were
but like
young.
they would just saw people and been like, oh, they're not supposed to be in there. I'm not gonna go in there and like get them out. So we'll just call the cops, like or something like that.
Moral of the story is, when we were younger, we were really fun and stupid at the same time.
Yeah, we actually have a video on our channel that is what's it called? Truth or Drink, I think it is.
Oh.
And that's like one video that's in our old place in Vancouver, and that's the only video we ever made.
Did we
there.
actually post that?
Yep. There's 2 parts.
Oh my god.
I think there's 2 parts. Yeah. I think
Did we have short hair back then or long?
yeah, we have short hair.
What is wrong?
Yeah, we probably look so different. At
I'm
every
pretty
stage,
sure-
we probably look so different.
Well, like think we're now like we're 22 and
Yeah.
our other videos are like 16 years old. It's like a huge jump in age, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's crazy just to see like how much we've changed too. Like we're definitely more chill.
Oh my gosh, I used to be a crackhead of a kid. Like
Yeah.
I used to be so crazy and like too much for people because I don't know, I was bouncing off the walls all the time. I wanted to be friends with everybody, and now I'm just like it's so different because you change so much.
Oh yeah, so much.
And like even after high school, you think like in the high school you think that that's who you're gonna be, and like for the rest of your life and such. But then from a year from that, you change so much. And now what? It's been 4 years since we graduated.
That's crazy.
I know, and then we're just completely different people.
We're so
like
different.
so different.
Like I was again, like I played really competitive like sports, and I would like having my nails done and stuff. Like it's just weird because like now I get my nails done all the time, but like back then I would like never have my nails done. Even like a year ago, how much we changed. Hey, go down. But honestly, like okay, so the other stupid thing that I did, but it was really fun. I had knee surgery. And the career that I went into, and the reason, one of the biggest reasons we ended up going to Vancouver, well, one of the reasons we went to Vancouver, was because I decided to go into stunts for movies, where I was training to go to like learn stunts and stuff. And that we were there, like we said, not very long, but it was actually a really cool job. And that's something that I'd love to do again if we could. Or like, I would love to do something to do with like again like influencing or acting.
That's what I mean. Like that would just be so much fun. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people want to do that these days, and I
Yeah,
understand
100%.
why because it's a great job and such. But I feel like we want to do it because that's what we're passionate about. I want to show people our lives, and I want to be like, you know, I love making videos. I love talking. We talk so much.
That's the thing.
We're always talking. That's why like when we used to go on walks like all the time
Just to talk.
and just talk. We would just talk about all these stories, and that's why when we were younger we got so much along because we would have these elaborate plans that how we're gonna like live our lives. Well, we're gonna go do this and do that, and we're
gonna
it
move to Hawaii for 6 months for no reason.
and then we'd plan it all out.
Yeah.
And like that's how we ended up going to Germany because we planned it all out and we're like we're gonna do it, and then we did it.
Yeah.
And that's why it was just that's what I mean. That's why I want to do it because like it would just be so much fun. It's just hard to get there.
I know. Okay, I know. I love you too. But
It's a very rewarding job too, though. Like to see other people like happy about watching your videos and seeing other people like you know. But then it's also hard because if you post a video that you worked really hard on and it doesn't get anywhere, and it's like oh well that's very encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
It's
my
just, like,
main thing
sometimes
is
it's hard.
like it'd be so fun to like. I think that a job. This is my outlook on life, which I mean, I get that the old-fashioned look was like I'm a hard worker. Like I go to work all the time. I'm working all the time. Okay, I'm very good with that. But I don't believe that life after COVID, after everyone's had that experience of being home and spending that time with their like loved ones and being able to hang out with your friends and being able to be like, life should be about a lot more than just working to pay bills. Like majority of people's lives, you wake up, you go to work, you pay your bills, you're done. You go to bed, repeat. You have 2 days on the weekend, but guess what? On the weekend, you have to go grocery shopping. You have to do all this stuff to like build for the week that you're gonna do, and just it comes into like this big
1,000%.
rotation.
And like I would love to have the opportunity to be like what I want to do, like or it's called that I love. But then when you're up in there and actually have that job, then you have an opportunity to give other people that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know we like if we get there one day, then we can set up a thing that's like we're helping other people get to their goal of being an influencer. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's would be so awesome. Or like I don't know.
I just like the idea of having a job that you love. Like a job that you could be like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm like, hey Sky, you want to come over? We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna make videos. Or you want to like? It doesn't even have to be some extreme. Like I'm not talking about the money. It's not about like having tons of money that you can just do what you want. It's about like waking up in the morning and feeling like I'm excited about the day.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to be in life is to be positive, excited, and
Exactly. And like we love filming like ourselves, like not trying to sound excited or anything, but like we don't care if we wake out of bed and pull out a phone and be like, hey, this is what I look like when I wake up. Where some people really can't do that.
No.
Some people are very like scared to be on our cam and talk in front of a camera. You know what I mean? And it's just like I wished like the people that can do it, I wish we could do it, you know?
But if you guys are actually like really interested in our podcast, because I know this one's kind of all over the place. We're struggling because for one, we have to talk about ourselves, and we're trying to avoid telling too many stories because most of our podcast is going to be about like extreme stories. Like we have so many things that we
a lot of things.
And a lot of stuff that we want to talk about. Like first, we would love to talk about boyfriends. We'd love to talk about dating. We'd love to talk about
experience
drinking. Like it's the first time we've done all this kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Traveling. There's just so much girl
and like
stuff.
we can start also talking about like things that are going on in the world and like like, you know, the videos that you see, and
Mhm.
it's like, wow, well, look at that. Like, the whole submarine thing, that was crazy.
Oh my god,
I
yeah.
know.
The time that Sky almost got arrested in Mexico and Sky almost suffocated to death. That was a great time. Mexico was fun.
Yes.
Mexico
that
treated
was
us well.
fun.
But like this whole thing is basically about us. One, we want to hang out more because we're both life's
Yeah.
too busy these
Life's
days.
so busy.
Two, we'd love to talk and hang out and just chill and vibe
And we do this already, so why don't we film it and bring you guys along with us, and you can just join in with the conversation. You know?
And we were like, what was one of the names that we did discuss for the name? It was
State of mind.
state of mind, because like
Everything is a state of mind.
and I do believe that if you wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, maybe I don't want to go do the gym, maybe I don't want to film, maybe I don't want to go for like do this thing. It's once you do it, it's all about the way that you like
Yeah.
the way that it makes you feel, or like looking at life positively. I guess.
My grandma used to always say, I used to say I'm bored, and she used to be boredom is a state of mind, so change it.
Yeah.
And it's like everything's a state of mind. So why, if you don't like what you're doing, change it.
Exactly.
You know?
And right now we're both stuck. We're like 22.
Yeah, very.
We're 22 and we feel like a lot of our lives, I'm not blaming COVID, but it made it hard to decide if we wanted to go to college. If we didn't want to go to college, I didn't want to do it online.
It just feels
we lived in
very,
Vancouver. We were very alone because of COVID. You couldn't really do anything. Even work was hard, you know. So we're like, you know what?
We
If
feel
we're not
very
happy,
stuck in life.
let's try to do something that
Exactly. Why can't we? Let's just try doing something to get us out of this funk, you know, and start something with our lives.
and it's summer.
Exactly. Yeah.
We could also do podcasts, like driving around podcasts.
We could do that.
We
True.
could do tons of
Yeah.
different
And
things.
that's what I mean. Like, I'm excited for like being able to, when it's not summer and like everybody's in a cozy mood and such.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just sit inside and like videotape what we're talking
Honestly,
about.
we could even
And,
do
like,
where we
that's
make our
fun.
coffee in the podcast
Yeah.
and we just chill and like
Yeah,
hang
that'd
out.
be fun. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it would just be so much fun to do.
Also, eventually, because this is also, we're also gonna be posting on YouTube. Like that's a goal. Like we're basically trying to do TikTok, YouTube, podcasts. everything.
We don't know anything really about podcasts. Like, we know
This is,
about
like, brand new
podcasts.
to
We
us.
know
Brand new.
podcasts on like YouTube, but we don't know how like the actual podcast part works, where like you do just the audio. So we need to figure that out.
But what we're going to eventually do is, well, one, I want to do a house tour. Two, we want to do like, I would love for us to do traveling. Like, it doesn't even have to be far road trips. Like we go,
Hey,
we go up island.
we
all
go
the
up
time.
island all the time, and I don't know why we don't never film it. Hey, no. Like, I just posted a video on TikTok about us playing Beer Olympics.
Dizzy bat.
We were playing Dizzy Bat, and it was so much fun. And I don't know why we didn't film us when we were doing Beer Olympics up in Coombs.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we should do. I think you farted because it smells really bad.
Kina? No, it does smell
Yeah.
it.
It does not smell great.
Because I just moved to this place, we have people coming in and out of here for like putting the counters in, putting the plumbing in, like all that kind of thing. So we're really struggling with the podcast a little bit because like people keep walking by here and we're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's people
look,
upstairs
there was like
and
a big
there's,
truck back there backing up into the thing. It was making so much noise, and we're like, what do we do? What is going on? Yeah.
But we figured it's also our first podcast. We're also going to eventually be filming on an actual camera.
Yeah.
Which we
And
have.
we're
It's
actually
just
gonna like maybe
missing
make a
somewhere.
room for it. Right now we're just in the living room.
Oh yeah, we're actually gonna make a full out room because we
Yeah.
have extra rooms and we're gonna put like probably 2 chairs. We're probably gonna have actual microphones. It's gonna be a whole vibe, but
Yeah.
we just have to get there.
Yeah. A work in progress, but I hope you're in for the ride of the work in progress.
Also follow our TikTok. Because like TikTok is where we post the most because it's so
Yes.
easy. It's just like
Yeah,
boom, boom.
definitely.
But what is your TikTok?
My TikTok is I don't know.
I think it's
Sky.
Sky.
It's either Sky.Langdon or Sky_Langdon. I can't remember.
I think mine's just Alex.Peters or Alex with 2 X's Peters.
I think it's 2 X's.
I think it's Alex with 2 X's Peters.
We don't really know. Maybe we should put a link in below.
Yeah, we'll put it down below.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's us, and this is our first podcast.
But we'll see you guys shortly. I hope so.
Comment if you have any suggestions or anything.
Stuff you want us to talk about, like actually.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Wait. See ya.